Which of the following can be inferred from paragraph 2 about the world's languages? Despite not evolving from PIE, many of them contain similar words and expressions. No, right? They didn't say nothing about that. They began to evolve in Europe and then spread to the rest of the world. About the world's languages? No, right? For the most part, they were uninfluenced by the Proto-Indo-European language. Is this right? You can say that for the world's languages. The Indo-European language family consists of only 140 of the world's more than 5,000 languages. So the other than 140 out of 5,000 languages were not influenced. So this is right. Where is this? So C is the answer. Most have an equivalent number of speakers in comparison with the major ones. Equivalent means equal, same, right? They didn't say anything about this, so the answer would be C. Which of the sentences below best expresses the essential information in the highlighted sentence in the passage? What is the highlighted sentence in the passage? The search for that connection began over a century ago. So this sentence, the meaning of this sentence is the connection between German, English, Russian began more than 100 years ago, and the linguists now generally accept that PIE is the language from which all other Indo-European language branched off. Do you understand? After more than 100 years of research, the agreement among the experts is that every Indo-European language has its origins in PIE. This is the exact meaning. So A would be the answer, right? Consensus, what does that mean? Con means together. Sensus means feeling. Feeling together. So it's agreement. For the most part, linguists feel that they have determined how Indo-European language came to develop from PIE for the most part. This sentence don't have the expression of 100 years. Okay, so it's not good. And they didn't determine how they came to develop from PIE, but so this is not right. Sometime around 1 century ago, most linguists agreed PIE was the base language from which other Indo-European languages came. This is wrong because after more than 100 years of research, so it's not 100 years ago, all right, that they agreed. Following a century's worth of research, linguists now agree that PIE is the root language for most Indo-European languages. This is tricky. It's following more than a century's research, not century's worth. Do you understand? And PIE was the root language for most Indo-European? No. What did it say? For all the Indo-European languages. So A is the better answer. Where's the author discusses number systems in different languages in paragraph 3 in order to do what? This passage 3, paragraph 3, right? Let's look at paragraph 2. At the end it says, the common words for similar things found in many of these languages have led linguists to subscribe to have the idea that these languages all have a similar root somewhere in the past. So it's to find out that, find the similarities, okay? And then have the idea that they have a similar root in the past. Develop a theory that PIE was the root language for many others. Develop the theory. Okay, let's read others. Prove that several languages are essentially the same. You can't say it's essentially the same, right? It's similar. They have similar words. Demonstrate the resemblances of some languages that evolved from PIE. Yeah, it's to give an example of the languages which have similar words that evolved from PIE. Okay? Resemblance means looking alike. Alright? So C would be the answer. It was to show the similarities of some words of some different languages that developed from PIE. So C is the answer. Use them to help explain both when and where PIE was developed. You can't explain when and where PIE was developed from these examples. So D is not the answer. According to paragraph 4, how did linguists determine the origin? How did they determine the origin? They visited remote lands in Asia and spoke with experts in those countries. The passage doesn't mention this. They looked for similarities in certain words in ancient written records. This is right? What did they do? Paragraph 4. By searching for the earliest known written records of Indo-European languages. So that's right. They made educated guesses based upon similarities in modern languages. They didn't look at the modern languages, the similarities in modern languages, so see, it's not right. They researched the origins of family-related words in multiple languages. They didn't research the origins for of the family-related words in multiple languages. It mentions something like this, but oftentimes words for expressions such as numbers, family names, and animals are similar in Indo-European languages because they were common in PIE. So that's what they found out, or that's just a fact. They didn't try to find out the origins of family-related words intentionally, so that's not right. So what is the answer? Is B, right? According to paragraph 4, words concerning human technological achievements were important to linguists because they let experts determine the rate of technological advancement in various cultures. What is a rate? Rate is the speed, so this is not the answer. They enabled linguists to learn about PIE's origins based upon human advances. Yeah, they made it possible for linguists to find out the PIE's origins based on human advancements. That's what. That's why they were important to linguists. They showed linguists the exact time period when humans began to use technology. No, they proved to researchers precisely when and where PIE evolved as a language. It's not about when and where PIE evolved as a language, right? It's about if they have that a similar word for that word for the or about technological achievements, then it means PIE was spoken at that time. It's not about PIE evolving as a language. So this is not right. So what is the answer? B, right? The answer is B, my friends. 11. According to paragraph 5, which of the following is not true of PIE? It contained words that let its speakers describe their climate. PIE contained words for geographical features and weather-related words, such as snow, that have been passed on in various Indo-European languages. So, it contained words that let its speakers describe the climate. Climate, weather, similar. Okay. Weather is like the condition of the atmosphere at that time, like if it's raining or if it's sunny. Climate is the general weather condition of an area, such as it's hot in summer, snows in winter. But it's similar. Climate and weather is similar. The people who have what? The people who may have first spoken it are known as the Kurgans. This is right, right? So from these information, the evolutionary linguists came to a conclusion that the speakers, PIE speakers, came from an area in the steppes of modern-day Russia. Okay? Hold on. Modern-day Russia. And scholars call the people that lived here the Kurgans. You understand? So this is right. Some of its vocabulary was used to speak about the local geography. You can say that. Geographical features, right? It is agreed that it evolved in the steppes of modern-day Russia. So they made a conclusion that the PIE speakers came from the steppes of modern-day Russia. But if you look in the beginning, it says whereas PIE was spoken is harder to prove, and there is still disagreement among scholars concerning this matter. So, strictly speaking, D is not true. But I don't think this is a good option. You can say that because they said that. But it's just that they have that meaning, that mentioning in the beginning of the paragraph.